What's up, y'all? It's your girl B with Reality Recap, here to give you my thoughts on Friday's episode of Love After Lockup. This episode aired Friday, April 18th. This is Love After Lockup, Season 6, Episode 5. The title of the episode is Gangsta Prince Charming. We already know why it's called that. Even though I feel like it should have been called You Can't Swim, because there was a lot of hating on people that can't swim in this episode. Let's get into it. PSA reminder, all of my recaps on the shows I covered this week will be 10 minutes or less green screen videos posted on all my platforms as well as YouTube. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel because it is spring break. And I'm busy, y'all, but I'm out of office, but still in touch. You get it? Let's get into it. We'll start off with our throuple couple at the top, Ashley, Julius, and Alexis. Ashley and Julius met face to face, and I feel like he came in already not really wanting to see her because he's more into Alexis. It's just how I feel. But he came in rolling his eyes. He also saw the cake. It was her birthday. He said on his live that he didn't know it was her birthday or that he forgot. He thought it was a welcome home cake for him. He's really painting this picture on live as if Ashley is just making up this love for him out of thin air, which I truly don't believe. I do believe Julius did some heavy jail talk. We saw it in her screenshots of her text messages. He promised a whole lot to her, had her thinking she was in a relationship, and then came home to tell her that, you ain't helped me while I was locked up, so I don't know why you would expect that. But when he first walked in, Ashley was very excited to see him. She was in awe. She was telling him how sexy he was. He did not return any of the compliments to her. He made comments as if, in his confessional, as if, she was weird, quirky, not his type. Alexis is up here. She's down here. He really was playing her out, and I felt bad for Ashley. Now, I will say, on the other end, Ashley has to take some accountability because those pictures that was popping up that he said that he received of her while he was locked up is not the Ashley we see now. But yeah, she was expecting him to spend the night, go swimming. He said he can't swim. She ran out the room crying because she asked him, what was going on with their relationship. He turned into Portia and said, "Who said that? We not in no relationship." So she's crying, upset. I ain't running out the room that I paid for, though. He would have had to get out. But she run out crying, talking about he can't even swim. I should push him in a lake. I said, child, go and get this man out your room, enjoy your birthday, and go on about your business. I think the plus here is that Ashley did not spend any money on him while he was locked up. It's kind of like I really want them to just go their separate ways and say, okay, I lied to you. I jail talked you. I catfished you. I didn't spend no money on you. Go your separate ways. And poor Alexis is back home calling him. He ain't answering the phone. But little do she know he trying to plan an escape route. So we know that they're still together. They've been seen out. She's very pregnant, allegedly by him. And you can tell that all the lives that he's doing is in the same house that we see on the show. The same couch we see Alexis on, calling him back to back to back. So they're still together, obviously, or allegedly. But y'all know what it is. But I just think that he's keeping Alexis by telling her, just watch the show. I really didn't do anything. I really played her out. She's just posting a lot of godly quotes on her timeline, and she's just weathering the storm, staying pretty quiet while he tries to get to 10K followers and sell his music to y'all. Also on this episode, Deandre had his welcome home cookout at his father's house. Kiana was there, of course, and his baby mama showed up in her spicy outfit. Wasn't that spicy to me, but just go with it, y'all. Now I have to say, Deandre's father had me cracking up because Kiana came to the cookout with one of her friends from high school, and he was like, "Oh, she cute. She look better than you, Deandre. Why you ain't pick her?" He says, like, "I'm playing," but it was given. I'm joking. I'm just serious. Now, even though Juella, which is Deandre's girlfriend, came in her spicy outfit trying to shake up things, she really came in quiet. She came in, she spoke to everyone. Everyone was a little upset with her because she only brought 2 out of 3 of her children with Deandre. She didn't bring the youngest that was only 4 months old when he got locked up. I honestly think that she brought She didn't bring the child to get back at him or to kind of be a little petty because she is not happy about him being in this new relationship. But with all that said, she didn't come in rowdy or pressing Kiana. She came in, got a plate, said hello to everyone. He went over to her and hugged her, and Kiana got upset about that. So, why are you touching my man? No, you're a man. Went over and hugged her. And it was just a friendly conversation. So she gets upset. She's definitely been, taking too many shots. She want to walk off and leave the cookout. He's following behind her, telling her, don't ruin the day. Nothing's going on. What I didn't understand, or what really annoyed me about Keanu in this episode, that he said, yo, you want to go talk to her? You want to go have a conversation? She was like, no. So if you ain't going to stand on business, if you ain't going to approach her as a woman and have the conversation, then what are we talking about here? You're just going to have to deal with this baby mother along with the other two. What else do you want? Brooke and JK also got on my nerves in this episode as well. Brooke toting him around. He spent more time at the parole officer's spot than he was supposed to. She thought it was only going to be an hour. It ended up being about 3 hours. He wanted to see his grandmother. She took him to see grandmother. She was mad that she had to sit outside. The grandmother didn't seem to want her in her house, but it was a trailer, y'all. Like, it wasn't a whole lot of room in there anyway, so it's not like she was missing out on much. They were in there talking and they all came outside, but she was mad about that. He did sneak off to the side to call his ex-girlfriend Alex. He said he was calling her because he's having a welcome home party himself in the upcoming episode, a weekend, and he didn't want Alex to show up and cause drama. So he was telling her not to show up, but he did let us know he'd been talking to the ex-girlfriend quite frequently. The family loves the ex-girlfriend, and she was there for his mom when she had a heart attack. She seemed to be taking care of JK while he was locked up. She probably would still be in the picture had she not cheated on him while he was locked up. So why is he still talking to her? I don't know. But at the end of the day, Brooke had to take him back to the halfway house, but got upset that there was no time for him to see her children. She's saying how he committed to being in her children's life, and he's breaking a promise, and he's just saying, yo, like, I ran out of time. I'll see them another day. She didn't want to hear, and she's kicking him out the car, trying to get the man locked back up because she won't get him back to the halfway house on time, child. I don't even know why you would want to intertwine this man into your children's life this soon on. I don't mom shame. I try not to, but this makes no sense. Like, you should get to know him first before you bring him in to your children's life. They shouldn't even know you talking to him, is my opinion. Will and Courtney was also seen on this episode. Courtney been out for 2 minutes and Will done proposed to her. He is a man that ain't been with a woman in 9 years. 9 years. What do you expect? He is getting attention from this girl. She said she want pizza and peen, and he about to give it to her along with the ropes and the plugs and everything else we saw. But he proposed. I don't know if that ring was real. It's big, but it was looking a little cloudy. It wasn't giving the clarity of a diamond that size, but I don't know. She said yes. But do I think she's actually going to marry him? I don't. But we'll have to wait and see. I hope Will don't end up in the fetal position crying. And lastly, Savannah and Bradley. I'm not really into this couple. We already know they're not together. Bradley debuted a new girlfriend on the internet over the past couple of days. But she is not meeting his family for the first time, but around his family at his welcome home party. A lot of welcome home parties. Damn, the episode should have been named that. Welcome home, everybody. But Savannah talked to his older sister after Bradley literally went to her, basically telling on Savannah, she's not nice to me. She doesn't let me do anything. She's very controlling. And now these sisters who already didn't have a great impression of Savannah is telling her, like, look, you're going to have to prove yourself. I don't really like you. I don't really want to be around you. So he made it harder for her instead of just addressing it with her, which I agree. She's very toxic. She doesn't let him do anything. She wants to be in all his business, all his phone calls and text messages, but he should address that with her. So it's an uphill battle, but we know they already not together, and Savannah and his sister that she beats with before are on live like every other day. It was a good episode, but Ashley making fun of Julius because he can't swim. Brooke and her argument with JK also saying to him, you can't even swim. You can't even be a help if we go to the beach. I just was like, what are we talking about here? But usual mess on Love After Lockup. I enjoyed it. Y'all make sure y'all watch it if you haven't. It's your girl B with Reality Recap. Remember, all recaps this week are 10 minutes or less. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. They'll be there and on all my platforms. Follow me for more. Peace.